Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're gonna be back on the RX-7 with on the gas build. We're trying to wrap this thing up. The show is 2 weeks away and we are really close to hitting our deadline, but a lot of work left to do. Crunch time is here. In the last video, you guys have seen the blower being test fitted on. Today's video, we're gonna take the supercharger out, finish everything else underneath it, and getting this thing fired up and running. So let's get to the video and see how much jam and power we can make on this badass LS-Swapped RX-7 with a boost district sauce. Let's get to it. So now a quick update in the middle of this video. We have pretty much everything in the front of it settled. We had the belt drive. Look at this. Show this real quick. 10 rib drive. That is pretty gnarly. That's going to be able to make sure that the belt does not squeal, does not rip, does not slip. That's the main thing. You have a lot of belt wrap on the crank pulley. You can see right there. And it's really, really good. And then we also have a lot of belt wrap on the tensioner, which is right here. And it goes to the supercharger, which has so much belt wrap in place. Now, on the previous video, you guys saw that the frame rail on this thing is so skinny that we actually have a lot of clearance on the alternator, which is down right here, and the power steering. We got some nice brackets to keep it compact. We learned a lot in this video, and we learned a lot to put this thing together, so we're going to offer this exact same belt drive in our website. So if you guys buy the supercharger, you can buy this exact same belt drive that we've put together, learning on this thing, because these frames on some of these classic car swaps or JDM swaps get skinnier and skinnier. So this is the most skinnier you can get. Now to the fuel system. We got the fuel system pretty much handled on this car. We have the crossover hose between this rail and this rail finished. It's going to be hooked up like that right there. We're going to take it out because we need to finish up tightening up a couple things. Everything is pretty much wired up for the injectors, and we also got a couple other fittings here. So we did a boost reference right here in the back of the supercharger all the way to the fuel pressure regulator. So that's going to be good to go. Let's get back to more of this. But to Beto, he said that needs a bigger throttle body. Show that real quick. Do you think we need a bigger throttle body right there?
Yes.
I agree. So I just texted Beto some pictures of it. And then he said, that looks good. The throttle body's ugly. It needs a big one. So let me, let's go to the warehouse real quick, get a bigger throttle body and put it on and see how it looks. All right, now we're in the warehouse side of Boost District. We sell lots of things in this side of it too. We sell supercharger kits, fuel pumps, fuel injectors, pulley kits, heads, cam kits, lots of stuff. So Beto said that the LS3 OEM throttle body looks ugly, so let's go take a look here. This is our throttle body section. We sell LS, LT, drive-by-cable, drive-by-wire throttle bodies, and that car is an LS3 jet drive-by-wire 6-pin throttle body, so this is going to be what it's right here. 103mm LS black. So let's go see how this thing looks and show you guys what we're working with. Hey, by the way, we sell engines here too. Look at our table right here. We have a 408 cubic inches engine, forged, 1000 horsepower capable, ready to go. This is available in Gen 3 and Gen 4 configuration for LS platforms. So just wanted to go do a quick shout out on that. So throttle body, let's take a look at this. Yeah, that's nice. Wow. Compared to the stock LS throttle body, that looks pretty nice. I think I have one right here. Yep.
Oh yeah.
I say that's a good comparison between two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Billet, nice black anodized compared to this dingy silver thing. I think that's a winner. Let's go teleport back in the shop and show you guys this thing installed. So let's go back to the car. Okay, stock LS2 throttle body right here. Let's take this thing out, unplug it in first. That's out of there. We're just gonna test fit it right now. We're not putting the gasket on yet. So don't flame me in the comment section by not putting a gasket in place. We just wanna see how it looks. We're not done with this yet, so we're gonna take it back apart. You know what? Let's put a gasket. I don't wanna forget. Wait, it's already got a gasket. My bad. My bad. They were thinking ahead of me. That's how you know your guys are good. Okay, now that looks good. Now that looks good. Perfect. Now it actually looks like it belongs to the car. And plug that in real quick. Tighten that up in a second. Perfect. Might want to put like a bellow here. We might do that. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can put a bellow in place. Look like a nice stack. And I think that'll set it off. That'll give it the nice on the gas look with a boost district twist to it. Start tighten this up. A good tidbit, like a friendly advice, right? When you're putting on nice parts, don't tighten everything with an impact. Just kind of drive it in there. Do your final turns with a hand tool just to make sure everything actually tightens correctly and in place and square. Doing everything with an impact sometimes might be a quicker process, but making sure that billet parts or softer parts and whatnot are protected, use hand tools. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Alright guys, if you've been following along, Justin was able to mount the heat exchanger up in the front to fit the front bumper of the car. This is a nice dual pass heat exchanger available on the website. We've got the pump going to be mounted on the side rails. Show them the rail, Diego, right here. It's going to be mounted on the side rail, so the heat exchanger lines are fitted on it. And we also have a nice reservoir that Shane just finished. Is it hot? Yeah, it's a little hot, but I got it. So Shane was able to make this bracket that goes in place right here for our overflow tank for the radiator to go to. Been working a lot here. The guys have been working a lot on getting these things done. Another thing that we got to do is to do a upper radiator hose. Justin was able to mock this up a while ago. That goes right here to here, and we were able to get a 1/8 NPT nipple to go to the steam port line. So that's ready to go also. And then we have the wiring for the heat exchanger left. Now there's a couple more things left. The electronic side of it. The engine bay looks really pretty in this car, but there's a lot of wiring inside that needs to be cleaned up, and also the Holly dash does not work. So we're gonna go inside right now and check that out and see if we can fix it, and see if we can do it properly and get it to run right without cutting out. So that's a problem that we've had, but pretty much engine bay looks good. Beto told me he wants a stack for this throttle body. We're gonna go see if we can find one. If not, we'll have to build one. So we're gonna check on that while we're inside and checking everything else.
So it's set up to be like that because it's
Quarter
just
inch.
above.
But you want it flat here, or you want like a quarter down?
I mean, I don't care.
That's what I'm
That's your
asking you.
preference. I mean, I set it up so that there was room. I didn't want it to touch the
the
coolant lines on the.
Hold it there. You want it like a quarter inch? Yeah, it's definitely still hot.
Because I can round off the edges of that bracket too.
That looks good, but it does not fit. We need to build something that fits the 103mm throttle body that we have in this place. Isaac, I need you to replicate this with that opening. Can you do that for me?
Got it.
All right, here you go.
Thank you.
Get that done, and let's see how it looks. 3D printed on what resin?
PACF.
PACF, so it withstands.
About 210 degrees Celsius.
All right, let's give it a shot. I hope that engine bay does not get that hot, but
Just
let me know
in
what
case.
Yeah, let me know
Just
what.
in case.
Yeah, I mean they are gonna be on the gas with it, so let's just see how nice you can make it with that wood fitting. So let's let me know what you come up with.
Get that done.
Yep. All right.
One eternity later.
All right, so Isaac was able to 3D print a nice quad stack or a stack velocity stack for the supercharger inlet, and also they slit two sides of it so we can put a clamp on it. I'm gonna show you guys. It actually does fit nicely, so let's take a look here. Nice. So they cleaned it up a little bit. We're gonna hide that clamp to make it look good, but look at that from the far away. That's pretty sick. That works. Should we try the old dimple method on it to kind of move more air in? That looks pretty sick. You want to look at it from far away?
Looks good.
Yeah, that looks really nice. I like it all black. I don't know if we should paint it or not, but maybe paint it gloss to match the supercharger. What do you think?
I like how it looks like that.
Yep, they polished it nicely too. Good job on this, Isaac. Thank you. All right, well, 3D printed in-house. Look at that, that's pretty nice. Let's leave that on there. Keep working on the Alright, in the middle of the wiring of this whole thing, we have to run our heat exchanger pump. That basically cools down this supercharger to a tank that we're building, to the pump that we have down here below, which is right here, to the heat exchanger, which is basically the radiator of the supercharger. In order for that whole thing to work, we have the pump in place, and we also have the wiring for that pump. So this is all available in boostedcirc.com. We have the pumps. We have stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4 pumps. But they basically, depending on your power goals, on lower power levels, you can get away with the cheaper pumps, and then so on and so forth for the higher builds and the faster pumps, which is obviously different prices and flow. All of them though comes with a harness. So this is our relay harness right here. So if you're working with a cat eye truck or LS swap, it's all the same because they still require a 12-volt battery and a ground. So we make it super easy. The pump plugs in right in this connector, and then on the other ends we just have the ground, and then we have the power, which is right here on the red wire, and then we have the yellow wire, which is basically a key-on source. A lot of people put this in their fuse box or in anywhere that picks up power for when you key it on. This basically triggers on. So that's the main thing of it. We're gonna wire it up right now and get this thing running so we can have the heat exchanger for this running. So whenever he's doing a burnout, all the ice that is on the tank that we're building goes in to the supercharger and keeps everything cool as possible and keeps it reliable, because we know it's gonna catch fire. That's his style, we know that, but we need to make sure that the basis of it is covered as much as possible, because we can't prevent what he's gonna do with it, but we can prevent everything else locking up due to heat if we try to keep it as cool as we can. Alright guys, most of the stuff have been routed already, and the pulley with the proper offset on the TED rim has come in. Everything is looking really good. Moment of truth. Let's hear if this thing fires up on my bass tune and how good it sounds. So I'm ready for it. How does it look from the throttle body? It's good. Hell yeah. Well, that'll end it right here. Next time you see this car, you're gonna see it in action. Out of the ground, bumper on, and doing some burnouts and donuts. So I'm excited for that. We're gonna end this video right here. Little teaser on how good it sounds. It's gonna be ripper next time around you see it. So we got Shane over there working on the ice tank, making it look really good. It's all fully fabricated in-house. We got the coolant reservoir also done up. So tidied up, looks really good. All the wiring on it, the plumbing is done. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Stay boosted, like and subscribe. By the way, this blower, if you guys have a 4.8 536062 truck and also a lot of the LS and LT, we got it in stock right here in our warehouse, ready to go, ready to be built and shipped to you guys. So see you guys in the next one. Thank you.